Of course.
I just want to, in the spirit of talking about being in meetings, I just wanted to very quickly interject before it's too late that there will be a meeting that has been called by the Faculty Student Senate in this room in the Great Hall Friday from 9 to 1, to which we hope also that students from all the schools will come as well as alums, and we're also trying to make sure, though I have no idea how successful we will be, that representatives, or at least a representative from the Board of Trustees, will be at that meeting. I can't promise that that will happen, but that is our intention. You know, we heard that there was Monday night that there was a commitment that there would be an opportunity to question the Board of Trustees. They made a big point out of being inclusive and transparent during the search, and just to let everybody know, since you're here and it's very inspiring to listen to you, that the meetings and the conversation, the discussion will continue probably before Friday, but certainly on Friday morning in this hall. This space is yours and ours from 9 till at least 1 on Friday. That's all I want to say.
Thank you for allowing me to skip you in line. My name is Emma Fuller. I graduated from the Architecture School in 2006. I'm very proud to be an alumni. I also work for an alumni and a tenured faculty member, Professor Diane Lewis. I'm in her practice, and it's sustaining that legacy in professional work that the school inspires. I guess what I want to say is I believe without a doubt in the right of a free education, and that Cooper should sustain that. And I'm at a loss to understand how depriving a school of its nonprofit tax status so that we would lose all abatements on real estate and property tax would be made up for in charging a select few students tuition. I think that doesn't make sense. My concern is that perhaps this means there's another agenda at play. If we start to charge tuition and we lose that status, that means we have to make more money, and perhaps that means the school has an interest in expanding. I don't know if everything is being really clearly stated, and I'm concerned for the welfare of the school and what's going on.
I'm too short, so I'll grab the mic. I feel quite obligated to say something really important, standing here, following the words of such important members of the Cooper Union. Now, I want to be very clear, and in an issue that I have been noticing, and forgive me if I skip what the Cooper Union free tuition means to me, and my reactions to this whole situation. I'm just going to point out a really small thing so that maybe it can be addressed and resolved. Through these meetings that we're having about what's going on, I've noticed that it's very unorganized. I found out about the really important meeting on Monday morning. I found out about this meeting this morning. I found out about the manifestation yesterday night, and I didn't have an idea of what I was supposed to be doing there, what we were going to do, what we were going to discuss. So I think that at this point of this situation, this really urgent situation, we need to organize ourselves, and we need to create a schedule. We need to create times where we talk about these things for the sake of our education and for the sake of the decisions that are going to be made. I have worked in groups for a year. Thank you, Professor Gersten. Thank you, Architecture School and the school in general. And I know that without a schedule, it doesn't matter how important what you want to carry through is, it doesn't happen. So we need to organize, have a schedule, and be as specific as to what we want to talk about. So thank you so much. That's what I wanted to say.
Hi. Oh. Oh. I apologize. I'm really sorry. My name's Greg. I was really concerned after the meeting on Monday because I left with no energy and I had this image stuck in my head of this rhetoric of expansion, and all I could think of was landfills. So I took the liberty of Googling, how do landfills make money? Like, how do they work? And I found this really interesting article where Virginia was trying to figure out, oh no, people don't like landfills? Like, how do we keep our landfill making money? So they hired consultants to come in, specialists, to tell them how to make money. And the conclusion of the 37-page report was the city should consider adopting a new business model for its landfill operation. Try to bring in more waste consumers and reduce expenses. And it goes on, then the mayor, I guess, reacted and said, we've already talked about all of this a little bit. I was hoping you would give us some new ideas, something that would turn a light on for us, and we could all say, all right. And they responded by saying that the advantage was that more trash would reduce the costs associated with groundwater and storm runoff going through the landfill. So then I turned around and I said, what's a better model of a school? And I couldn't think of anything else but gardens, because gardens are beautiful. They don't require expanding to be good, and everyone knows they're great. So I looked up gardens, and I said, how do gardens survive droughts? And I found some great gardening tips. One said water. It's an essential part of every healthy garden. Watering should be the easiest part of your maintenance routine, but you'd be surprised how many gardeners have no idea how to correctly water their plants. Plants react to the droughts by slowing down water intake and conserving the water they have. Grass is a good example to explain this. During a drought, you will notice that the grass turns into yellow hard grass. Believe it or not, the grass is not dead. Instead, the grass went half into sleep so that it stops growing and conserves water. Water is crucial to a plant's survival, from the smallest plant to the biggest oak tree in the forest. And then I found another interesting discussion on landfills online, where someone says, landfills have been the standard answer for disposing of waste for many years, not because they are a good solution, but because the alternatives were not viewed as being economically viable. For many years, no one understood the true cost of operating a landfill. And then he goes on to say, there is no other technology that can compare with the cost of a landfill, when considering only the cost to construct and operate the landfill. However, when we consider the cost of transporting waste to the distant landfill, or the cost to society for the environmental damage caused by the landfill, or the value of the land that could be used for other purposes, or the future liability of the landfill, then the real cost of the landfill starts to grow.